Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Olivia English. I'm with Live Green KC, and today I'm going to show you how to apply some nice mulch. So if you take a look over here, we have some soil that we had delivered a while ago, but you can see that it's actually pretty sandy, and it's not a bad thing, but what that does mean is that the water drains, it doesn't hold as much, and it tends to absorb more heat. So with mulch, what we can do is we can help insulate that soil to help retain some water, keep the roots cool, and hopefully help it kind of break down and become a healthier soil, right? So when we already have plants, what you want to do is kind of just finger around it. That's what she said. But when you finger around it, that way you make sure you get nice and gentle. In open spaces like this, you can just slap her on top. So this is what a yard of mulch looks like. I don't recommend doing this for small truck beds, but luckily, you know, I take the risk and it works out well. But so you'll see this is a nice ground cover. This is a generic type of mulch. It is the cheapest, but that's because it's a combo of all different types of mulch. So you're gonna have cedar, you're gonna have maybe more cedar, you're gonna have a bunch of different other types. But it's a great generic mulch if you're not looking to spend a lot of money. Cedar is the most expensive because it lasts longest and it looks nice. So cedar's that golden touch. And then a lot of the other mulches, the red, the black, the brown, they actually use dyes, and I get a little concerned on what those dyes might, how they might impact the plants around us. But yeah, so we have a truckload of dirt. We're gonna unload it here and be mindful of the small guys that are growing out, so that way we don't cover them. And this is a weed. This is a weed, and just a good old one of these. And if you shake it, you can usually save most of that soil. And then you burn it alive in front of his family to send a warning to them to not come back.
That one's actually the lamb's quarter, though.
Lamb's quarter?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
It's considered a weed, but it's highly nutritious.
Ah, well.
But we have a lot of them growing.
Oh, see, now this is something we need to be mindful of. Plastic is everywhere, and even in things you would not consider. Now, when you are composting and dropping your yard waste off to Missouri Organics or other drop-off sites, you want to make sure that when you bag up your yard waste, you're really just bagging up yard waste. We can actually see a lot of contamination, like plastic bottles and other plastic things. This looks like it came from either a PVC pipe, maybe irrigation, and or a plastic pot. This is bad. So plastic contains BPA, which is a hormone disruptor, and it mimics estrogen, and it's also a known carcinogen. So having plastic it's really just bad all the way around. So if you see this, kind of just toss it to the side, and remember where you tossed it so you can pick it up later. Yeah, mulch is a beautiful thing. It gives microorganisms something to break down. I'm not sure if is this a little guy?
Maybe.
So it's kind of just good to be mindful about the little guys around us. It takes a little bit extra time to get around the little guys, but it's going to be worth it in the long run because you're helping create a nice home for them.
You might mention also, I was just reading the other day, the reason that I got this is for specifically pumpkins and squash. Squash? For vine borers and things like that. It makes it a little bit more difficult for them to make it to the base of the plant.
Right, exactly, Katie. Thank you for adding that point. You know, this does deter bugs, it deters molds, it deters, lots of infections. It helps insulate the plant, but also kind of a safeguard against invasive bugs that might be after the base of the plant. So that's definitely a good point to bring up. So yeah, we just kind of fiddle around here, and I'm Olivia English, and I'm signing out.